Today's race day replay is brought to you by E3 Spark Plugs. What are you running?
Need the Edelbrock Extreme Street semi-final round. Edelbrock Extreme Street semi-final to the lanes, please. Edelbrock Extreme Street semi to the lanes is Don Fody with a big starting line reaction advantage, goes to the stripe and wins the bracket race. So Don Fody, congratulations. Charlie Walk and Jeffrey Freeze coming up as the combo race. Cone Engineering, stock, super stock, combo category. Final round is Jeff Freeze and Charlie Walk. 72 Duster and a 2010 Challenger drag pack. $997 the dial in for the drag pack. $1057 the dial in for Charlie Walk in the 72 Duster. Pretty good race. The late model Hemi runs him down. 10:015 at 124 miles an hour for Jeff Freeze as Charlie Walk goes 10:58.3 at 124.66. So Jordan Enslin and Jennifer Rice going to line up here. This is the final round of ARP Nitrous Pro Street. Jennifer Rice double bulbs Jordan Enslin. Enslin pre-stages the car, brings the revs up. Fully stages. Tree comes down and Jordan Enslin goes 0.78 in the tree, has an issue out there, is still going to win the race, but man, that's wild. 5:59.4 at 118 miles an hour. Jordan Enslin, your winner this weekend in ARP Nitrous Pro Street. Haley Roundsaball from Carlisle, Arkansas, and Jesse Wilson from Muncie, Indiana coming up. We need our bracket competitors in the lanes, and we need our factory appearing stock tire cars. That ones will be making their final run here. Factory appearing stock tire and brackets to the lanes, please. Jesse Wilson and Haley Roundsaball, a heads-up category, and Jesse Wilson took a big bite out of the starting line. Wilson powers to the finish line, and Jesse Wilson gets the job done in Chevrolet Performance stock. 10:29.2 at 128 miles an hour as Haley Roundsaball goes 10:57.8 at 128.21 miles per hour. Rod Hetzel has been driving like a madman all weekend long. Can Hetzel grab the Diversified Products Marketing Vintage Cobra Jet title? Hetzel inches the car in. Paul's waiting. Paul leads. Wheels up on both sides, and Rod Hetzel goes red. So we will have a runoff in the final between the vintage car and the modern car. Rod Hetzel goes 009 red, and Steve Hall is your winner of the Diversified Products Marketing Vintage Cobra Jet category. 976.8 at 136 with an 039 light as Rod Hetzel goes 980 with a 5 at 135.09. Andy Warren. A familiar place for Andy Warren. Chad Brewer, a familiar place for him as well. Brewer in the thick of the points battle this year in this category. Andy Warren says it's going to go down to a round-by-round analysis during the final race of the season at Indianapolis in just a few weeks. 10:25 to dial in for Warren, and the index for Warren. Brewer, the 11-second index. No staging battles here. Andy Warren needed a good reaction time because Chad Brewer had one. Andy Warren needs that 434 or 434-inch small block to do its job. Warren's on the brakes, and Andy Warren picks up the win in the 1971 Chevy Caprice. So Simon Haddad is in the Hellcat. Terry Reeves is in the Vortex supercharged, fully exhausted 2018 Mustang. Reeves has been the class of the field so far. Oh, and Reeves looks like he's driving through the clutch out there. Wow, Simon Haddad, this is looking like an upset as Reeves starts to give strong chase, and he has nowhere near enough track to catch him. 10:40 at 136. Simon Haddad is your winner in the first ever contest known as the Mickey Thompson Heavy Street category. Products Marketing. Rod Hetzel and Mike Pastelny on the starting line. Pastelny's been killing it. Hetzel's just coming off a loss in the vintage final round, so he's going to put that out of his head and see what he can do here in his orange car. Hetzel's second to stage. Can Pastelny continue to run the tree over? It looks, oh man, and Hetzel goes red. Rod Hetzel 2 up and 2 down, unfortunately, but what a day of drag racing, a couple days of drag racing for Hetzel to make the two finals as Mike Pastelny goes 983, 100 roasting the tires off the back of his Varsity Ford sponsored 2014 Cobra Jet, and Stephen Hall, the 1968 model year car. The old school suspension setup on the back of Hall's car is going to lift the nose right into the air. Stellny's car is going to be a little bit more level later. King of the Cobra Jets, who is it going to be? A 974 dial-in for Steve Hall. Mike Postelny has a better reaction time. Mike Postelny is heading toward the stripe, and Mike Postelny is winning the King of the Cobra Jets title. Mike Postelny out of Almont, Michigan gets the job done. 986.3 at 135 miles an hour by 93 10,000ths of a second. Postelny closes the deal. 975.4 at 136 for Steve Hall, who threw the kitchen sink at him. Full parts direct on the side of Len Liversher's car. The big wheel stand, the great reaction time. Liversher needs all that to happen again, and he needs a great elapsed time to hang with Mark Powick. The Cowboy will win this drag race. As Len Liversher goes 001 red, Mark the Cowboy Powick is a winner again. He goes down the summit side, 8:15 with a 2 at 169.23 miles an hour. And a great weekend for this team. They missed one of the qualifying sessions, but they did not skip a beat going down the racetrack. And Taylor Lumsden and Kurt Anderson coming up right now. Lumsden from Cattle Mills, Texas, and Kurt Anderson coming up here. This is the final of LME Street King. And both cars sitting there idling away. Kurt Anderson and Taylor Lumsden have both decided that the other guy is going to stage first. And they continue to sit there still. Neither car has moved. They could theoretically sit here until they both ran out of gas or until the starter directs them in. And I believe, oh, there it is. Taylor Lumsden blinked first. Lumsden goes in first. It is Kurt Anderson nibbling away, blinking the bottom bulb. Now he's in. Well, it benefited one of these drivers a whole lot more than the other one. When we get to the finish line stripe, I can tell you exactly who that was, because Taylor Lumsden had the better reaction time and gets the win light. Lumsden and Dave Thiessen is looking to clobber him over the head with a 611-inch Pontiac engine. Leonard Long leads with an 012 reaction time, but the big Pontiac is not going to be denied. Maybe he is top end. It goes to Thiessen, 793.3 at 174. That was a very good drag race. Margin of victory, only 1/100th of a second at the stripe. Long tattooed him at the starting line. An 012 reaction time for Leonard. Dave Thiessen was 50 on the tree. Leonard. Big wheels up launch for Kurt Anderson. Moving higher than he's gone all day in that LSX powered 69 Camaro. Greg Bagnell looks out his right window, and Kurt Anderson arrives to take the win light. Congratulations to Kurt Anderson and his win in Magna Fuel Open Cup. 978.4 at 135 miles an hour for Anderson, as Greg Bagnell 1067.7 at 123. Doug Poskovich has been, again, just one of these guys that's been right place, right time all weekend long. He's been handling his business. Kevin Gass had one of the longest waits of his day. He had a couple of long ones, but more than 2 seconds for Gass may have hurt his chances here as Doug Poskovich gets to the finish line, but it is going to be Kevin Gass. A double breakout victory. Both drivers ran under their index. They both went too quick. In that case, it's the driver who was the least offensive of the whole deal. It is Kevin Gass. 974.6 takes the win. Poskovich broke out by 200ths. Gass broke out by 4,000ths. I was looking for an anticlimactic final in Promont. Don Walsh broke the car bad enough that they were unable to get it fixed to run the final. Jason Hamster has elected to stage his race car, take the win light, and shut it off. And you get a free win right there because there's no competition in the other lane. As soon as the tree comes down, as you can see, the win light is on. So Jason Hamster claims victory here in the VP Racing Fuels Extreme Pro Modified category at Norwalk, Ohio for the 17th annual Honeywell Garrett NMCA All-American Nationals. So Dan Ferris, his crew steps away. McAllis' boys take a seat and look on as their driver's going to try to take it to Ferris in that 95 Mustang. In goes Dan. Here comes the flash of the Christmas tree. Reaction time advantage, McAllis. A dead-headed drag race. 4:37 beats a 4:36. McAllis wins on a hole shot. Wow, Nick McAllis was 0.56 on the tree. Dan Ferris was 0.88, and as the final bell rung, Nick McAllis crossed the finish line 100th of a second ahead of Daniel Ferris. 4:37.5 at 168 miles an hour beats a quicker and faster 4:36.0 at 170. The big Nitros wanted to run the table again this year, pick up another championship. Canarium spending more time at the racetrack, working on refining this combination, and the car has gotten quicker and faster. We'll find out if he's got enough. It will be an upset for sure. There's Jesse Cobra, the odds-on favorite to take this one home. Canarium sits on him for a second. There you go. Reaction time advantage and a huge wheel stand for Canarium. He was out on him by 300ths, but that was it as Jesse Coulter goes 474.9 at 149.46. Tim Canarium was 31 on the tree to Jesse's 60, but then the front end went to the sky, and Tim did a beautiful job to pedal it to a 485 at 149.
We revolutionized the spark plug with E3 Diamond Fire technology, delivering a faster, more complete burn. Now we're bringing that E3 technology to your entire ignition system. Our plug wires deliver maximum power and OE fit form and function. E3 ultra-high output ignition coils are designed to work with our patented plugs in distributor, coil pack, and coil unplug applications. Our distributors are built billet tough with a precision design created by serious racers for serious racers. E3 Diamond Fire ignition technology. E3 spark plugs. What are you running?